everybody, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Germany co-op with me, Rival Zone Gaming, and Commissar Roach.
Hello.
In the last video we spoke about bananas, Cavendish, and how we were going to rebuild our air force around our new jet fighter, which we got in research at this time.
Yes,
That's about a fair assessment, yeah?
Yeah, a modern air force, a hard air force, one painted in banana yellow.
Yeah, banana yellow, yes.
And then flavored artificially with what bananas used to taste like.
Yeah, the exhaust is going to taste of banana.
Yeah.
We've just killed you, now smell bananas.
I also wanted to talk aside, because I did talk a little bit about the SpaceX launch and everything.
Yes,
I didn't know this, but this month is the barring delays, is slated to be the maiden launch of the Falcon Heavy, the heavy lift system that SpaceX is putting out.
Oh, is that why everyone's saying that SpaceX is going to make space travel affordable for everybody?
Well, if everything goes right, they already have slotted 2 tourists to make a trip around the moon.
Wow.
That use the Falcon. I call it the Falcon 9 Heavy because that's what I remember it as, but it's just the Falcon Heavy at this point. But the maiden launch is supposed to be this month, on somewhere around like the 26th, 25th, or something like that of January. Which I think. Thinking of times, this might come out before then. I'm not sure if it will or not, but it supposedly might come out before the 25th. But either way, I love space. Space is such a big thing for me, and the fact that I don't know if you know anything about it. Do you know anything about the Falcon Heavy?
I don't know anything about the Falcon Heavy itself, but I understand your fascination with space.
Yeah, it is in the same category in terms of its power and delta V as a Saturn V.
And that's the standard for everybody.
The Saturn V is the most powerful rocket.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's NASA.
Yeah, it's this standard. Everyone goes, this is as powerful as 5 Saturn V rockets and things like that, because that's the power you're getting out of it.
Yeah, it's not as powerful as Saturn V, but it's in the same rocket category as the Saturn V, which is a heavy lift system. Ouch. It's meant to lift multiple 1,000-ton payloads into orbit, into low Earth orbit, and it can get multiple 1,000 payloads to lunar orbit as well. It is such a huge thing, and every one of the first stage rockets is recoverable.
Yes.
Just like the Falcon, just like the Falcon 9s.
Well, that was the whole point of the project, wasn't it? It was to make reusable rockets, not stuff that you dump into orbit and ignore.
Ooh, that's my alarm. Okay, that's off now. Yeah, and I'm just waiting. I want to see this because I'm gonna watch it on live stream because I'm assuming they're gonna live stream it like all their other ones.
Oh yeah, I do.
And I cannot wait to see if it works, because if it works, that's a first of multiple types. It's the first heavy lift system that's civilian made.
Yeah.
It's the first time a car has been sent to space, because I don't know if you know this, the dummy payload is Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster.
Ooh, that is a nice car.
Yeah, and it's and of course he has one because he owns
the company.
Yeah. And he says the radio is going to be blaring Space Odyssey by David Bowie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
That's the best thing ever. But it's also going to be the first time, if it happens, that all rockets of a first stage have been recovered for a multi-part rocket. Because what it is the Saturn Heavy, or not Saturn Heavy. I'm getting them mixed up now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Falcon Heavy.
The Falcon Heavy is essentially 3 Falcon 9s. Its central is a strengthened Falcon 9, and it's two the side boosters are other Falcon 9s. So all of them should, when they depart, be able to land back on their landing pads and be 100% recoverable.
And that's the point, people who are watching. the whole point of the Falcon project was all the rocket could land back down and be recoverable and reused,
And
just
be
refueled
reused.
and kicked back up again.
Yeah, and there's talks of also this year being possibly the first deployment or test of the Falcon 9 Block 5s, which are the new versions of them.
Yeah.
And the thing they want them to be able to do is to land and be relaunchable or refueled and ready to go within 24 hours.
That would be the kind of top thing, wouldn't it? If you could do that,
that would cut down costs.
Yeah,
that would cut down costs so much. Because, I mean, right now it costs multiple thousands of dollars for every pound put into orbit.
Yeah.
But just imagine if that was brought down to, like, $50 per pound, or $500 per pound.
Yeah.
Just $500 per pound. Just imagine that.
Well, if you say it's, about 100,000 or something like that per pound, if you bring it down to...
It's closer to 5,000, I think. Closer to
Okay.
$5,000 for SpaceX, at least.
Like, if you bring it down so it's 10% of the cost at 500, you'll have no problem getting investors.
Oh, no. I mean, they already have investors. They already have people. I mean, because it's... the government has already had multiple launches. Like, the U.S. government has already assigned them multiple launches and given them contracts to it. There's... What else have they've launched multiple commercial satellites.
Yes.
Like, because that's a big thing right now, is low Earth orbit satellites, or at least getting things to low Earth orbits for the spacecraft to then get to whatever its orbit's going to be.
Yep.
I mean, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I cannot wait, because once the date has been set, which, by the way, I think today, or at least this week, is supposed to be the first dry run of the Falcon Heavy. Like, they're actually going to do a stationary engine test of the whole system.
For those watching, this is actually Friday the 12th of January, so...
Yesterday they did a dry run or something like that, but there was some problems with the launch tower software, so there's some bugs and they had to delay it. But this week's supposed to be, from what I remember, a static fuel run of the whole system.
So they're not going to uncouple it and let it go.
Yeah, it'll just be cycling the engines to make sure they all work in unison, because it's supposed to there's a cross feed between the external boosters and the main booster.
Yeah.
But you can tell by my voice how excited I am.
No, I completely get the excitement factor behind it. I mean, science has always been one of those things that I've enjoyed.
Nerd. Yeah, as a nerd for space is what I kind of am. It's one of those things.
I guarantee you'll be a lot of other people being space nerds if they start pulling off things like this on a regular basis. It'll be like, wow.
Can you imagine? There's also, like, they've contracted out. I mean, they already contracted with this other company that wants to put a commercial space station in orbit, but it's primarily an inflatable structure, so it's cheaper to get it into orbit. I think they're doing a test on the whole structure of that right now. But can you imagine if that goes up, like, and then they get the cost where they want to per pound, like, that's gonna open up so many possibilities for low Earth orbit exploitation or lunar exploitation for an industry. Like, heck, I could probably see somebody or some company going up there and doing prospecting or mineral prospecting on the moon.
Well, there's already companies that are looking for investors for, like, asteroid mining.
Yeah, but that's far away because you have to get to the asteroids, and that's a problem because that's very difficult to do. But if there's minerals, even basic minerals on the moon that are and it's cheaper to get them than it is on Earth.
Oh yeah.
Or less harmful to the environment and better for, PR.
Yep.
I guarantee you companies will do it.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It'll be the new gold rush.
Yeah, and also, have you seen the the Dragon 2 capsule that they've the crew capable version of the Dragon capsule that SpaceX has made?
Nope.
It's got the ability to power land.
So, arrest its own descent via power
with engines. Yeah. With rocket engines, or is it rocket? Yeah, rocket engines without a parachute. It has the ability to land on its own power.
Cool.
in Earth gravity.
Yeah.
And atmosphere.
I'm sorry to bring you back down to Earth, but atomic research is only 27 days away, mate.
I've been keeping an eye on it. I've been keeping an eye on it. What we'll have to do after we get that is we'll have to, I'm fairly certain after atomic research is done, yeah, we'll have to research nuclear reactors, and then we have to build reactors, and the more reactors we build, the faster we turn out weapons.
More power.
Yeah, and so once we research the reactors, then we go to nuclear bombs, and then nuclear bombs start getting put out at at a variable rate depending on how many reactors we have.
So the more reactors, the better.
Yeah, and you can get that pretty quick as well, and we can start laying some hurt down on some cities in the Soviet Union, and possibly also being able to look over towards the Americas.
Well,
we'd have to get an air base over there, but we have the possibility of doing so.
Yeah, we've been looking at Venezuela for a possible hand on that, haven't we?
Or we could just invade these 3 areas of France, Netherlands, and United Kingdom just over to the side of Venezuela.
Well, if you're going to insist on doing that, then fine. But I was trying to be a bit more diplomatic and things, you know.
Well, I mean, we can't. That's the thing. I've been trying to get Venezuela into the alliance for ages, but it's just not working. They're so close, but it's not close enough.
Or we could just take South America. We could just
or we could just take South America. That is an option.
You know, and then we can.
We've already taken most of Africa.
Yeah, so why not? Although the United Kingdom are fighting back in South Africa.
A little bit.
But anyway. So if you joined the channel today to learn about World War II and what happened, sorry, we're dealing with the modern day SpaceX business right now, okay?
Sorry. It's just we're both nerds,
yeah.
And this is very interesting.
Absolutely.
To nerds like us. You know, it's one of those things that I'm glad I'm alive to see it.
Me too.
I wish I was live back when I saw so I could see the moon landing live. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Like because I don't think we've ever had that kind of been to that level yet. Hopefully, no. I'm alive when we have a landing on Mars.
Well, it's like that would be Concorde and things like that. Those things, you know, they just, apart from once or twice, they just don't happen anymore because it's not a case of what can we do. It's a case of we've done it. Yeah.
I remember seeing somewhere. There's probably if you went like 5,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
There's probably only going to be 2 persons' names that will survive, that everyone will know. That's okay. Neil Armstrong and the name of the first person who steps foot on Mars.
Yeah.
Those will be the only people that are remembered, like, in the future. Maybe some scientists, but even then, if you really looked at it, if we went way back in the past, even in our past, it's difficult to say, but if you go way far in the future, those kinds of accomplishments, those will be remembered. Those will be just the height, and they'll continue to be remembered. And I find that interesting. That
we just had a fight with the USS Cincinnati, Light Cruiser 2, in the Bay of Biscay.
Oh, we did. Oh, that was one I clicked off of. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Unless they're getting naval superiority anywhere, I don't think we have to worry about any invasions. Anyways, we have our garrison troops there. We've got a lot of garrison troops. We have army groups worth of guys on horses that are police just around France.
Okay, then. I've got another question for you, then. We've got 10 divisions that are doing nothing.
Oh, where are they at? Oh, Berlin. Right there.
Didn't know whether you wanted to assign them to your front.
Let's wait until the other class finishes.
Okay.
Because there's another 10 in reserve. We could send 10 to your guys down south.
Okay.
or we could send as many as we could, because you can't have 10. You could have however many until you get to 24.
I think that's 6. I think I'm at 20 down south.
So we could send that, or I could just send you the full 20, and you have 2 army groups down there. One is the Panzer group, and one's an infantry group for you.
Okay, I've got 17 divisions down there, so I could take another 7.
7? And then you'd have 13 for another army.
Yeah, or I could just split everything, so one's armoured, one's infantry.
Yeah, you could do that. That would get rid of, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. You take 4 of your units off of the Panzer army and then put them in the other army. That would give you 24. So yeah, that would actually work. That would give a full 24 division army for you to use. So that's a possibility.
Yep. And now I'm thinking of ideas on how to deploy them against this line, because I really want Sebastopol.
Yeah, it looks like the Italians and stuff are pushing back. I mean, they're getting close to Stalingrad. You could deploy to... Yeah, you could just deploy your guys strictly to the left side, or the left side of that flank, and just push into Sevastopol. Or push north and then go through Sevastopol through the northern part of Crimea.
I was thinking deploying the infantry divisions to the right flank and then using the armour divisions to go straight into Sevastopol and then come back round and create a new defensive line.
There's no real reason to deploy them to the right, though, because the Italians are doing fine. They're making progress. Yeah, it'd be better just using them as a force and then deploying them as that way. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Cool.
Yep. How is our stockpile doing? Okay, we got it. We're now 6,000 in the black.
Yay!
So we've gone from 6,000 in deficit to now we have 6 spare, but still want to wait until that summer offensive.
Yeah, we've got to resupply all our troops, haven't we? Because I've got troops down in mine that are using all sorts of dodgy scavenged equipment.
Actually, I want to check. Let's see. 6th Panzer Division. What are you using? They have they've got 114 Belgian rifles.
Yep.
3. What flag is that? Austrian rifles. Some are using Sterlings.
Yep.
And Sterlings and what's that? What's that anti-tank gun? What's that anti-tank gun that was big spring that the British used?
Oh, the QF 25-pounder.
No. What is it? It was a Piet.
Oh, the Piet. Yeah.
Yeah, the Piet. Yeah. Some are using. They have 10 Piets in there.
Whatever you pick up, mate. Whatever you pick up. But yeah, the point being, we could get that replaced, couldn't we?
Yeah. So that's the big thing right now is we have a lot of spare equipment that's being replaced.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to the production page, actually, now that we have some spare, is that anything we can do? No. I was going to say maybe we could, because we have the 6,000 we have spare are just standard Car 98s. Converting those into the new ones, but I guess that doesn't really work. Converting a Car 98 into a Sturmgewehr.
Sturmgewehr, that's their assault rifle, isn't it?
Yes, the world's first assault rifle.
It was a damn good machine as well.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple of other things we can convert from stockpile. Our, what is this? Our self-propelled light artillery and our self-propelled light aircraft can be converted from stockpile, which is good because we're not using Panzer IIs, 1s, Vickers 2s, or HE-35s.
Okay.
I'm just going to have those start converting. Oh yeah, we went from making a couple a day to now making 22 a day for the anti-air and 26 a day for the artillery.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing pretty well. Atomic research is done.
Great. Go for the reactor.
On to reactors.
It's going to take a year.
Yeah, but you know, it'll be useful, especially for breaking the Soviets under our heel. Sorry.
That or just the U.S. It'll be either the Soviets or the U.S. Depends on how long.
Or both.
Or both. Yeah, if they're both still up, definitely.
Okie dokes. Japan, how are you doing up here, Chucks? You're doing well. You're actually pushing forward still.
Oh yeah, they're still making progress.
Yeah, good for
But
them.
they don't have to worry about the Indian front. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
That was where they were deploying most of their guys. I wish they'd. Oh wow!
What?
Oh, are you kidding me? Look at the Philippines and look
Whoa!
who controls the Philippines. That's Greece.
Yes. Have you seen
great.
what's happening in the Bay of Biscay?
Bay of Biscay. Oh wow! So Cincinnati Cincinnati's just causing trouble.
Yeah, and getting
Oh,
told off
we
for
sank it.
The Renown
We,
is almost
oh, the Renown's still around.
still going.
The ghost of the Renown is
Yes,
still,
it's
still lurking
refusing
in the
to
Atlantic.
let go. Refusing, I tell you.
At this point, I think that ship's got like a Jolly Roger painted
It
on it or
must
something
do.
like that. I would love that.
Random fact, the Jolly Roger wasn't actually the pirate ship flag. It was just a black flag.
Well, actually, the flag of a pirate was unique to the pirate flag.
It was. But the actual,
Yes.
to say you were a pirate, it was just a black piece of cloth. It's just they put different things onto it to identify each other.
Yeah, so like it was usually like a skull or a skeleton or something like. What was? And it didn't always have to be a white either. I think there was one that had like a red skeleton with a scimitar or something like that. Was one of them? And
I don't know off the top of my head, but it would make sense. But it was the black flag that was the whole point.
yeah, it was the opposite of the white flag.
Yes, it was them saying we are not part of any country. We are a country of our own. Blah 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 blah.
Yep. Another lesson in vexology, which is the word for flags and this understanding of them.
I'll take your word for it. I'll keep going with the encryption, buddy.
Good.
Unless you want your radar.
No, keep going on encryption. It's better for us to get that now, and then.
Then when we attack, they have to.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We're gonna have to get ready for the summer offensive.
What date are you thinking of going?
I'm thinking July 20th.
July 20th.
That way we've got something set up.
Yep.
We know what we're doing.
Right, can I set an offensive line on their thing, or do I have to wait?
No, set it now because that's what I'm doing right now. I've got yellow in the north. They're going to be pushing to a river.
Yeah.
As a defensive position is what I want them to push to. I'm going to leave the center not moving. Because what I want to do is I want them to I want to create a salient, like a country, like a around Minsk.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we can push inward and pinch the salient off from the country, or try to. Even then, it'll just create more territory they have to defend. And then in the south, I'm not sure what we should do.
Well, will I have my 20 divisions by then?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Signals Company 3's done.
Gonna put engineers on.
Okay.
Better engineers. Makes sense for Russia.
Yeah. So by then, I'll be able to do a push into Sevastopol. And then there's a river.
A river just to the east of Stalingrad.
There's a river to the east of Stalingrad, and there's another one that goes along to the west of Stalingrad as well. So that's a nice defensive line there.
Yeah, well, I think that's what is that? That's the Don River, right?
I think that's what we thought it was. Yeah. So if we take Sevastopol and then go up to those two rivers where they join, then any attack has to
hold them
go
at the rivers. For winter.
Yeah.
For the counterattack. Yeah.
And then it's cutting down the length of the line and making it more difficult because they have to cross a river to get there.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. You just gotta wait until you get your reinforcements. It'll be a bit.
Oh, I know. But
hopefully you
the
get them
plan.
by then. What it's saying here is, well, actually, it says you'll be getting your the divisions will be deployed, fully trained, May 11th.
Okay.
It's cutting it close.
It is cutting it very close because they've got to get them down here first. And
would you like me to deploy them early?
We have
fully trained.
We'll have 10 that are fully trained, 10 divisions, and we'll just use the.
We'll use the other 10 green divisions as a
blocking force,
bolstering force.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can deploy them now if you want, or do you want to get them closer to 50% or something like that?
The closer to 50 we can get, the better, because it'll take less time to get.
They're 49 right now, so we'll wait.
And then we can get them all sorted.
Hopefully let's see here. Hopefully most of our losses have been recuperated by that point, and we get a lot of the modern equipment out to our men. I'd love for the Panther to be the majority tank.
Yeah.
In our armored companies.
Oh, that actually works, because our air support goes to those rivers as a kind of boundary.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So any further, I'd be going without air support. So.
Well, they go a little bit further west or east than that river, than the Dawn. But yeah, you're right.
Is that gone green?
Ukraine is just a meat grinder for our Air Force.
I'm not surprised.
Well, the problem is we don't have a lot of spare fighters to send in. Though I can forward deploy some of our boys. Try that. You go back there. Okay, that might help a bit. Yeah, there we go. By the way, there's also some controls for our aircraft whenever we do that. We could have set up like our bombing campaign for what's that? For Battle Britain. We could have actually set up day or night bombings. We have an option.
Oh, right.
Yeah, whenever you click on a wing, those orders at the top of the bar, there's one that's actually there's a little tab right next to the X that has a sun and a moon on it. You can click that. So we were running missions 24/7.
We could have just been running at night or something like that.
Yeah, which might have helped whenever we were running low on things so we could keep up the pressure. But yeah, we're idiots. We didn't notice that. I only noticed that when I was playing a personal game and I was taking it at like speed 1 for like 3 hours. And I was like, what's this button? Oh, crap. Okay.
Right. Okay.
But we are at the end of this episode.
Oh, we are already.
29 minutes.
Damn, man.
Yeah. This one is you.
It is me. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, then please do hit the like button and subscribe if you feel like supporting either of the channels. Also, check down in the description. You'll find links to the opposite view of the videos. So if you go online, then you'll find a link to Roach. If you're on Roach, then you'll find a link to mine. Also, in Roach's description, you'll find links to his Discord and his Patreon. So please do give them a look as well. But until then, you lot take care of yourselves, and we will see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.